Can you please tell the person closest to you, how do we say slope-intercept form? What is it? Slope-intercept form, Colby.
Y equals mx plus b.
And Xander, what does the M stand for?
Slope.
And Sathvik, what does the B stand for? Great. Just because you might, I think we did use these words as well in this class. I want you to add one more thing. Another way to say slope is a constant rate of change. I know we did talk about that, but just in case we forgot. So sometimes in the EOC it might say find the slope. Other times it might say find the constant rate of change. Same thing. Y-intercept you might see as like starting point or the starting amount. So just know that there's other ways to say the same thing. Emma?
Y1 or y minus y1 is equal to m times the quantity of x minus x1.
Pierre, you want to get that? Okay. And so again, the M stands for the slope. Thank you. Sorry. And remember your x1, y1 is just any point on the line. We should probably also add out to the side the slope formula. Y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Great. Okay, now there's some dispute on this. And I'm going to double check with the EOC. For now, we're going to write down that A, B, and C are all integers. I'll double check on that. Sometimes people are okay with having a negative in front of x. I know in this class we said that the first number in front of x should be a positive whole number, right? Right, which is my understanding.
It was not like that on the weekly review, and that made me very
So we're going to go with A, B, and C are all integers, which means that it could be negative. Okay? Does that work for you guys? So in the weekly review it said it could be negative?
Yeah.
Okay, then we're going to go with that. Read it. Mr. Johnson buys Mr. Heisong a new TV as a going-away gift and is making equal monthly payments on the TV. 3 months after the purchase, Mr. Johnson owed $1,123, and 6 months after the purchase, he still owed $749.50. Write an equation in slope-intercept, point-slope, and standard form that represents the situation. Tell the person closest to you, what do you think the first thing is we should do? So let's write those 2 points first. Months determines how much money I have left. So months has to be my x. Months and 3 months, 1,123. 6 months, 749.50. Okay, let's find the slope. Remember, you should probably label, if you want to make sure you do this accurately, x1, y1, x2. Oh, I don't like that. Oh, well, too late. Y2. I'll have some negatives. So M is equal to let's go ahead and just put in the numbers. Y2 is 749.50. If you do this in a little bit different order, it's okay, just make sure that you start with the same point right on the y and the x. Change in y goes on the top. Change in x goes on the bottom, so I started with the second point, so I have to start with it on the bottom as well. So negative 373.5, is that right? 50 over 3. Okay, you might need a calculator for this. Let's just talk about, it says negative $124.50. What does this mean? like in terms of this is a real life scenario, so what does it mean, DJ?
Like every month he's paying that much.
Right. So every month that much comes off of how much he owes. Great. Okay, so we've got our slope. So to find B, remember we're going to write down this form. So I'll do it over here. Y equals mx plus b. Plug in what you know. I know that the slope is negative 124.50 per month. And then for x and y, remember you put in one of those points. So I'm going to choose the one that doesn't have a decimal. So x is 3 and y is 1,123 plus b. Go ahead and multiply by 3. And then you're going to have to you have to solve the equation, right? So add the other side, because that's the opposite of subtraction. I agree with Ellie. B is 1,496.50. What does that mean? Tell the person closest to you. What's that number mean? Original, my starting point, my starting amount of the TV. So let's go ahead and write point slope form. No, slope intercept form. We have that one done. Y equals negative 124.50 x plus 1,496.50. You could reverse the order of these. Sometimes in problems like this where I'm taking something off, I start with the b first and then put minus 124.5x. Either way. Point slope should basically be done for us.
Y minus 1,123 is equal to negative 124.5 times the quantity x minus 3.
Oh, that's a decimal. Good? Yeah, make sure you subtract your points, which is going to make the sign opposite. So if it's negative, then it's going to say plus. And then standard form, we're going to take our slope-intercept form and go ahead and move it so the x and y are on the same side. So whoop. How would I do that? If I want x and y on the same side, Bella? Okay. Okay, we're not allowed to have decimals. So what should I multiply by? Yep, 0.5. So multiply by 2, and it should get rid of that. Multiply everything by 0.2. What you do to one side of an equation, you have to do to the other. We end up with this wonderful, lovely equation. Did you guys get the same thing?
Yes.